Hello everybody and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'm just going to be doing some general garden maintenance. We've had a few days of very hot weather, so you know what happens when you get the hot weather, everything starts to grow out and grow a bit faster. So I've got some stringing up to do and a few other little bits what I want to do. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is that I've got my pumpkins, and as you can see on them now, they're starting to send out the pumpkin, and you can see from when I tied it up the last time how much growth it's put on, around about another 12 inches or so. This one here, let my cameraman come around so you can see the flower and the pumpkin. Sometimes these just fall off if you haven't got the male flower on it to fertilise them, and this is reach a good height. So what I have to do, because this one is bent over, I have to just try and snip this here. So I snip that one there, and you've got the feelers what goes around the plants. So I'm going to just take those off and try and get that to go up a bit taller. The good thing about it is that I'm seeing a few bees around, which is what you want to see this time of year. So you can see that pumpkin now is about getting up to the height now, where this middle bit here, although you can see it's got a little pumpkin. Let me put these away so you can see a bit better. You can see that this has got still sending out the runner. So that's the runner. So what you want to do, you want to pick that out so that you got that bit. So that's going to send out the side shoots on it. And then what we're going to do now is still tie this one up a bit more. I know everybody are saying you're using cable ties. These are the flexi ones what's made for this job. You can use the twisty one, which I've got the twisty one, but I find that takes a lot longer. So that's that one. This was the one what's in the bucket, and you can see how much growth that's put on. So I'm gonna tie this one up as well. This one, the middle of this one isn't ready for picking out yet. So you can see that they're nicely growing up the poles. So that's the pumpkins. I'll let my cameraman come around the other side. See what's going on here. So this is one of the side ones what one of them sent off. I want to try and get this one going up that pole, so I'm going to tie this one to that pole because I don't want it coming this way and getting damaged. So you can see that all of them's got pumpkins on them now. So if I can get this one to train itself up this one, it should be alright. Then you can see I've got a cucumber here that I'm going to be taking off. There, nice fat one. But I'm not sure if these are like the gherkins, because they look more like the gherkin cucumbers more than the normal ones. So I had a few of these off already, what we had for our dinner yesterday, and you can see my lettuces. I used some of those yesterday. They just pick and come again, so the more you pick them is the more they grow. I've got one side shoot of cucumber there, but I'll have to get over there and see where that's gonna go. So that's those. We're on one of the hottest days. Went out this morning and the temperature in the car was saying 25. I'm out in my garden, it's a bit cooler now. You can see my giganto tomatoes. They're starting to come out now. I'll get my cameraman to get in there a bit more. He's a bit shy with these things. That's my giganto tomatoes. You can see my other cucumbers are flowering nicely. And then since I picked the chard from the last time, you can see that how quick they spring back up. Got my rashido to take out, and I've got some space in here which I'm going to be putting something in there in a minute. So I'm going to do that and get back to you. Right everybody, I was down at my local store and the guy had a few plants that was left over, and he said to me to take what you want. So I took this and some sugar snap peas, which I'm going to be putting in that bucket there. These are a sweet corn mini, so I don't know how these ones grow. So I watered these yesterday. They were sitting on the wall, so they're quite dry. So I'm going to be putting these in this bucket here and let them grow in here. Just making use of the space what's in there. I'm not going to separate them or anything. They're 2 or 3. Sometimes you get 2 or 3 in one root, so I'm not going to separate them or anything. Just going to plant them as they go. Should be alright now. That one's got 4 on it, so I'll have to separate them. Just leave them in bunches of 2s. So this is the same tub what I've got my beetroots in. And I've had problems with the beetroot from the beginning, and you can see the leaves. I was thinking of just pulling them all out, but I've just left them in. So you can see these have got like 4 on them. The root system is very dry. So I'm going to try and separate that carefully. Just leave them in bunches of 2s. I know this is damaging the root. That's what I said about on another one where I planted sweet corn already. Just need to plant them individually and not in groups. Don't know if it's late in the season for them, but nevertheless, they're a plant. If they're planted, then they've got a chance of doing something. So that's that. I'll be back with you in a minute. Right, so I got those in. I'm going to put some bloodfish and bone around them because I'm going to be watering them in a minute. So that's all I'm going to be putting on them. So I'm going to be watering those in a minute. So mostly what I'm doing is just going around and checking what needs to be done. So just get my cameraman to come over. You can see my French beans are running up the poles now, and it's sending off. I've got some new ones there. Covered in spiders now. I don't know where these spiders are coming from. I have to get something for those. And you can see the white butterflies now. It's their time, so I've got to get some spray to spray under the leaves. Because you know they're starting to lay their eggs now, so you don't want your stuff covered in caterpillars. So I'm going to get this stuff for that and then spray everything that'll prevent those. Right. They're a nuisance, especially when they lay the eggs and everything. So I'm just looking down there to see if I've got any courgettes what I need to pick, but all those ones are still pretty small. I've got another one of my pumpkins that I planted late, and you can see that one is starting to come along nicely. I just put it in with my onions. I think you saw that on one of the videos. I was planting this one out. So just need them to be growing up the pole. You can see now I've got some peas. My French beans starting to come out now, so I'll be picking those pretty soon. I have to definitely get something for those. I've got my broccolis what I'm going to pick for my dinner in my meals. And I've got my tomatoes. You can see there's lots of bunches and a lot of growth. I've got to just prune it out a bit, put more energy back into the fruits itself. But onions, I've been using them, so bucket's looking a bit empty now because that's what I've been using them fresh. My sweet potato, you can see how much growth that's got on it. Just let my cameraman show you the full length of the growth. It's coming along nicely now. And my shallots, I've been using those as well. So basically I've been using everything. My corns, you can see they're looking nice and healthy. Then I've got my sweet potatoes which is behind. Get out the way. Just let my cameraman get over there. those ones are starting to run now, so everything is coming on nice. Alright. Got my basil, which I need to trim that down now because I keep telling them to use it, but they won't get to it yet. And you can see all my other plants and flowers are coming along nicely. So everything's coming along. One of my nice lilies coming up at the back there, nice big white ones. Already seen one on there this year. But all my other lilies have flowers nicely and still got nice bulbs to come out. But they don't stay in flower for very long. Got my other plants down there starting to flower nicely. This is my grapevine, what I keep cutting down every year. It's not the nicest of grapes, it's a wine grape, but it just keeps growing. You can see it's growing up the fence and everything. I've got to try and get in there one day next week, see if I can get out as much of it as I can. You can see these are how tall these are getting. I forgot what you call those. They're starting to send out the flower buds now, which are a purple one if I remember rightly. And my peppers are coming along nicely. I've pruned those and everything, so those are coming along nicely. I've got all my potatoes down here. You can see they're dying back, so that's what I'm going to be doing on the next video. I'm going to be emptying 2 of these buckets so I can get into there. I need to get more light to these are my other peppers. See, since I pruned them, how much growth they've put on. But that's basically how my garden looks now. So we're in the first week of July, so it's a really hot day. So I hope everybody's garden's coming along nicely. So if your garden is coming along nicely and you want to share your garden with us, please drop me a comment in the comment section or an email in the comment section. We want to get some gardens that we can feature in some of our videos, which will most probably be launching on a Wednesday, so that you're just going to have that section for yourself. So if you're going to film your garden, you need to film it in a high quality. If it's not quality enough and you're nearby, then maybe it's a thing where we might be able to come out to you and film your garden and feature it in one of our future episodes. So that is for everybody what's nearby. I'm in Luton. I can travel to some areas but not all, so that's why I ask you to contact me first, send a short video of your garden. If it's not the quality that we need and you're nearby, then we'll try and come out to you. So thanks for watching this one, and hope to see you all on the next one. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell another friend about this channel. We need you to be subscribing, not only just watching, but subscribe to the channel so that you get notifications of when we do other videos. Someone's asking about my cooking channel. That's finally sorted out now, so I'll be putting videos back on there now, but I would let you know when. I've still got a bank of cooking videos what I can done from before, so I'm going to be using up those ones first and then I'll come back to you with some new ones, so please watch out for that launch. So thank you for watching, and see you on the next one, and happy gardening to you all.